What's up, ladies and gentlemen? SpadeWant, welcome to Maltz's monthly discussion. Finally, we're actually doing this on April 4th, either or. As to why this video is late, we pretty much went to town last minute at the end of last month, and I didn't feel like rushing to do this. That's literally my only reason. Either or, as I wound up doing technically last month, either what I end up doing, well, first off, when it comes to pickups, I'm sure we all know at this point the PS3, PS Vita, and PSP stores are closing during the summer this year. So we don't have too much time left to get whatever games we still want to get. So I got quite a few games this month. And yet it's hard to believe I set a limit to only getting at the bare minimum / most 3 games this year. Yeah, that's been blown right out of the water. Either or, I ended up getting Record of Agros War, Record of Agros War 2, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Metal Gear Solid, the PS1 one. It was actually hard to try and find in the store, actually. Parasite Eve 2, Persona 4 Arena Ultra Max, the only Persona 4 game I never had. So I finally got that. I am not willing to spend like $70 for DLC though. So I only got the standard edition for that. I am gonna pick and choose some of the DLC I want though. Some of the DLC I want though. Anyway, later on of course. Then there's Tales of Exillia 2. And there's Shin Megami Tensei Digital, I'm butchering this fucking title. It's long as fuck, forgive me. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner 2 Raido Kuzunoha versus King, I don't even know how you say the last word. Abaddon? Probably fucking butchered it, but whatever. Crazy Taxi, Disney's The Emperor's New Groove, Parasite Eve, and Bentley's Hack Pack. And we still ain't done. I also ended up getting Shin Megami Tensei Persona, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and lastly, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 Portable. Now I believe that's everything. A long list, huh? Yeah. And yet I think that only has like half the games I'm still trying to get. Sadly. Since we're talking about the PS3 store, whatever, closing, let me recommend a game you check out. I was going to keep this kind of as like a surprise as a future Let's Play eventually. It won't happen anytime soon, that's just swap, but because the stores are closing, I feel like I have to recommend this game now so you guys can get this game for yourself digitally. That being a game called Tears to Tiara 2 Heir to Overlord. The 2 is in Roman numerals, so it's II. This game is a mostly visual novel / tactical JRPG. So in other words, a grid-based JRPG. I think I played like 16 hours or something of the game, maybe 18. And I only managed to go through the prologue, chapter 1, and up until the first save point for chapter 2, and that's where I stopped playing that game. Sometime late 2019, I think. I'm definitely itching to dive back into this game. Although it's definitely worth checking out. I haven't heard anyone recommend it, so I figured I should. Anyway, that's all I really want to talk about gaming-wise. When it comes to what I end up watching this month, I end up watching a new movie called Yes Day. It's a 2021 movie. I think it came out in March, so it's a pretty new movie. Highly fucking recommend it. It's actually really good. It's a comedy. Without spoiling all that much, I'm just gonna say this. The movie is about essentially your parents giving your kids a yes day, meaning whatever they want to do, the parents have to do it and cannot say no. As you can imagine, things probably get out of control. Really recommend it. It's worth checking out. I feel like I would give it probably a 8 out of 10, probably. Possibly a 9. It was pretty good. As I've watched so much this month, I don't even remember half the stuff I even watched, which is kind of bad. Although I did end up watching some more Card Fight Vanguard this month. So yeah, that explains why there's so many Vanguard AMVs lately and more to come. Although I end up watching season 2. Season 2, Aza Circuit. Honestly, it was pretty interesting overall. And I am still currently watching season 3, Link Joker. And honestly, Link Joker is turning out to be my favorite season in Vanguard to date, out of what I've seen for the entire series. Sadly, I don't remember much of anything for season 5 and 6 for Fangirl. Those are the only other seasons I ended up watching at one point. And season 1 for Fangirl, I watched that back in 2019, I think. I don't know, I've just been itching to watch more of this show. So I have been. I will say this. I think Naoki Ishida is quickly becoming my favorite character in the series. Which is a good sign for whoever wanted to see me make a character tribute to him. Because the possibility is looking pretty high so far, since I'm highly liking him as a character. Not even joking, a few minutes into episode 1 for Link Joker, and I was already falling in love with this character. So that's a good sign. As it stands, I think I'm currently... Yeah, I think the next episode to watch for me would be episode 139, I think, for Fangirl. Generation 1 at least. I will say this, when it comes to Asia circuits, I have to admit, I was a little nervous when it comes to seeing Ren show up again, considering what happens in season 2. Yeah, Ren was not what I was expecting. I highly liked Ren when he was a complete psychopathic maniac, supervillain, and what they turned him into was definitely not what I would have expected. I was definitely hating on it, and hating on Ren for a while, until you get to, I believe it was episode 85 and 86, which would be that little vacation Aichi and Ren's team take on Takura's private island or whatever. That was when I started to change my mind about Ren being kind of like an airhead smartass. I don't care, Ren during those 2 episodes was amazing. And these are the kind of episodes that I look forward to watching when it comes to Fangirl. They really are. They're probably my only reason for watching Fangirl, to be honest. I like the episodes to where a bunch of characters group together and just hang out and not really focus on code fighting all that much. I don't know, it's just a good time, I feel. Those are the episodes I tend to like the most, and honestly, Ryan completely convinced me during those 2 episodes. Definitely the best episodes I've seen for Generation 1 for Fangirl so far, in my opinion. I know enough about Fangirl, I've been ranting about that for a while, although yesterday / earlier today. I ended up watching episode 1 for season 14 for Fangirl, which would be Overdress. And honestly, I'm liking it so far. It's definitely more mature, I feel, than the other seasons, at least out of what I've watched. So it'll be interesting to see where season 14 goes, for sure. I thought that's enough of Fangirl. When it comes to other shows or movies, I end up watching. So I did continue watching the recent episodes for Family Guy again. Also, I found out that apparently a majority of the episodes for season 12 of Family Guy I've never seen before, apparently. So I finished watching season 12 for that. At least for the episodes that I've never seen before. Beyond that, for Family Guy at least, I think that's actually it. Again, for Family Guy at least. I did watch a few episodes of season 2 of Big City Greens, and yes, I do like that show. I'm only watching like the newest episodes to come out. Can't really seem to find all that many of the episodes to watch, so I'm just watching what I can whenever I don't feel like watching anything else. I think I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes though. And that's it. I know there's another cartoon I ended up watching so this month. What was it? Oh, and I ended up rewatching a handful of episodes for season 1 of SpongeBob SquarePants. And yes, I am a fan of that show too. I feel like a lot of us are, for the most part. Also, I couldn't think of anything to watch to kill some time, so I just watched some of that. Yeah. Moving on. Overall, I did end up watching Blaze Blue. Ethel Memory, or whatever the fuck it's called. I just call it Blaze Blue After Memory. Because that's what I thought it was for the longest time. And apparently the series is actually called Blaz Blue. Oh, to me that doesn't sound right. It's Blaze Blue as far as I'm concerned. Either or. That anime was pretty bad, to be honest. It ain't the worst anime I've ever watched, but it's pretty up there when it comes to just being boring, I feel. Voice acting was on point. Animation was pretty decent overall. But the characters in the story were just dull as fuck, to be honest. And the only reason I ever checked out this anime, which I literally watched in a single night, the only reason I ended up checking out this anime, just essentially checking out this series, was because of a AMV I saw a few years back. It seemed interesting enough to grab my attention. So I finally got around to watching that, so was it worth watching? Not really, to be honest. I'm sure the games are probably better though, even though I know nothing about the games still. At some point, hopefully, I'll try out one of the games. Maybe. At some point. I've got too much to play as is. Clearly. I just added like over 10 games to the list. To the damn to-do list. Too much to do. Although when it comes to killers, I feel like Hazuma was the one I was the most interested in until he gets that psychopathic, crazy, spiky hair. I liked him a lot more when he looked like Geen from Bleach, to be honest. But, oh well. As for the main protagonist's brother, which I forget both of their names, I was actually expecting the main protagonist's brother to possibly be my favorite character. And to be honest, he probably is. And that's not saying much, because he was a total letdown in the show. Again, maybe he's better in the games. I feel like I would rate the anime like a 2.5 out of 10. Maybe a 3 if I'm being generous. To be honest, I wouldn't watch the anime again. That much I know. I'd probably make another AMV or two, maybe. Possibly. Who knows? Overall, I think that's everything. Anime and cartoon wise. Now, I might be confusing things with last month. Maybe, I'm not sure. I just don't remember, but I'll say it anyway. And I'm assuming I watched some of these movies early this month. I might be wrong, but I know. But I ended up watching Wild America. I forget what year that was. I think it's like a 1980s movie, something like that. No, I think it's actually a. No, I think it's actually 1997, I think. Or 5 or 4, whatever. Nonetheless, I ended up watching that. I actually have some memories of that movie. I'm not gonna go into it. Assuming I had memories with that movie. I literally did not remember a damn thing about it. I've seen the cover art for the movie before, so I know I've seen it. I just don't remember anything of it. Although I'd give it a 5, to be honest, out of 10. A decent watch. Nothing what I would nothing what I was expecting. As I was thinking a certain scene would show up and it never did. So clearly I was thinking of something else. I ended up rewatching Easy A, the 2010 movie, I believe. That was the year of it. So that would be the second time I've watched that movie. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I really liked the movie when I first watched it. Roughly when it first came out. But now, honestly, it was a pretty boring watch. I'd give it a 3 or a 4 at most out of 10. It's probably just better the first time around watching it. I ended up watching that new live action Tom and Jerry movie that came out this year. Honestly, that movie was kind of dull, to be honest. Without really spoiling anything, I'm just gonna say it involves a hotel. And I feel like the sort of storyline for the movie has been done to death. The only difference is Tom and Jerry related killers and stuff. Although, I think I'd give it a 4. A 4 out of 10, to be honest. Possibly a 5. It's a decent watch if you like that particular series. Granted, I haven't seen anything Tom and Jerry related in I'm not sure how many years at this point. It was a decent watch overall. I will say this, even though it's a live action movie with cartoon characters, the movie does actually feel like you are watching a Tom and Jerry cartoon. I will say that much. That was alright. Right. Also ended up watching Coming to America, the original one from 1980 something. I think it was 1988 maybe. And right after watching the original for the first time ever, I ended up watching Coming to America, the newest one, which is from this year. What was my opinion on both movies? Watching them for the first time. Honestly, they were pretty good overall. But the music drowns out the voice acting so fucking much. One moment, everything's right quiet with the dialogue, and next thing, you know, the music's blowing your ears. It's just killing your ears. Essentially, the music's that fucking loud. constantly having to turn down the volume and turn it up that both movies as annoying as all hell. Overall, I would say both movies are probably a 6 out of 10, to be honest, for me. They were pretty good overall. And I believe those are the movies I ended up watching. And everything I ended up watching this month. Oh yeah, right. I did watch at least 2 more, maybe 3 more episodes for One Piece. So I'm now at the point where I believe I'm at 140 episodes. I believe when it comes to my endeavor to rewatch that, so for the hell of it. Although I think that's literally it. So I guess we're done. Yeah, that's everything. Didn't really do all that much other than watch a bunch of stuff. Although when it comes to end up playing this month, also I didn't do too much recording at all this month. I would have liked to have done more, but it's that time of year again where my hands are holding again. So I'm pretty much just trying to let them rest for the most part. Otherwise, I end up playing some more of East 9. Started playing through Full Metal Alchemist and The Broken Angel. As it stands, I only have 8 episodes recorded, and as it stands, 5 of those episodes are uploaded. When it comes to East 9, I'm currently 20 episodes in, and 19 episodes are uploaded. I also played a bit of Persona 4. We're currently 136 episodes in to that playthrough, and everything is currently uploaded. I'm just not posting anything for Persona 4. I feel like if anything at this point, I'm just holding out on posting Persona 4 until I'm finished with the game, I feel. Which I'm hoping to be done with that before summer, hopefully. Can't imagine it would take too long to finish up Persona 4. As for East 9, I'm not sure when that'll be done. I feel like I'm roughly halfway through the game though. So I feel like I'll probably finish East 9 roughly around the same time as Persona 4 maybe. When it comes to Full Metal Alchemist, I was hoping to finish that in 2 recording sessions. That didn't happen. Literally, the first recording session is the first 7 episodes. Episode 8 is a recording session in itself. At that point, I needed to level grind, so that's what I'm currently doing in that game. I feel like one more recording session though, and I'm done. with Fullmetal Alchemist, so hopefully that'll be the case. I feel like we're at endgame at this point in that game. I'm thinking that playthrough's probably gonna be like 10 episodes. Possibly 12 at the most, but I doubt it. I thought, well, at this point I feel like I'm just ranting. That's literally everything I end up doing this month, so yeah. Yeah, that's it, I think. I thought, well, till next time, stay golden, and hopefully during April, I will actually do the monthly discussion this year within the same month. Because so far this year, I haven't. I thought, well, till next time, stay golden.